Hey guys, Man 945 here. Welcome back to another video. Since you guys seem to enjoy him so much, because holy crap, the One Piece character thing I do with my dad has like 1,200 views, which is like more than I ever imagined. Thank you so much for that. Here he is back again. Today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. He's going to be putting me on the table because
it's time for Pretzel Man to guess.
yes. So I'm gonna be trying to guess the name?
Card titles.
The card titles of Magic the Gathering cards, because I have the only kind of card game I've ever like played in this format was Pokemon, but even then I never even played the card form of it. I actually just
collected it.
Yes.
Yeah.
How long have you been playing Magic for? Give like some background.
I first started playing the first time in 1995. So, and I've been on and off
very long time.
Yeah, well, the card game's been around for a long time. So, but yeah, we are turning the tables on Pretzel Man. We're making him guess this time and seeing what he comes up with. Now, I did 20 cards, and I avoided doing anything that you had no chance of guessing, like things that had names of lore characters or anything. So none of the,
I appreciate that.
Right. So none of the card titles have any like Bob's powerful spell of magic is a card title. So
okay.
So yeah, and we'll just hit PowerPoint mode here. We're gonna go and guess the magic card name. All right, here we go. The first one up.
Wait. Can I ask for a concession?
What's the concession?
If I get anything within, like, I don't know.
Yeah, if you're reasonably close, we'll give you credit.
A couple letters or something. Can I get the full point?
We'll give you generous credit options.
Okay.
All right. So, all right. Here, I'll drive here, and so the first one is I think you have a good shot at. It's pretty iconic. So,
what's Black Lotus?
All right, so you do know that one.
It says that in the description.
Oh, see, I messed up there. All right, sorry, internet world. I did a better job on the following ones, but I missed that one. Okay, so well, that was a gimme anyway.
Okay.
All right, so I wanted you to start off feeling good about yourself.
Okay, all right.
So we got that one.
Okay.
But I'm also, here's a bonus is, I'm going to ask you, do you think this on a scale of like 1 to 10, 1 is like this card is junk, to 10 this card is insanely busted, where do you rank each card? So what do you think Black Lotus ranks?
Given the fact that you've told me it's like one of the most famous Magic cards, I'm going to... Well, I know you said it's been banned, so I'm going to say like a 10.
Yes, you are right. That is right. It is insanely
Don't
stupid.
explain to me why it's broken, because I wouldn't understand. But
it is definitely. Well, I mean, for a card that like from the original set's like $25,000 or some insane amount of money. So
really, wow. Okay.
All right, here we go. See, this time I did it right. I marked it off correctly.
The spark made shrieked, calling on the rage of the storms of his youth. To his surprise, the sky responded. Okay, how many words is the name of this card?
I don't know. Should I tell you that? Does that make it too easy?
No. I feel like I'm allowed to know.
All right,
I think it gives me a better chance of guessing.
It's a 2-word title.
It's a 2-word. Okay.
And as a side note, you may be the first person to actually read the flavor text on a card.
It kind of just like gives me like
okay, yeah, because dealing 3 damage to any target has no meaning to you.
Well, yeah, I mean that sounds like a pretty basic card. I don't know if I want to go with a really obvious answer here. I'm going to say Red Storm.
You're kind of close. The answer is Lightning Bolt.
I was going to say like Red Storm or like Red Lightning or something like that. Can I get a half point on that?
We'll consider it. We'll see how we get as we get in there further. But yes. So where would you rank this card as far as power level?
Probably like a 3 or 4. It seems pretty basic. It seems like very basic in general use to me.
I mean, it's not crazy busted, but it is a pretty well-known card. So
Okay.
all right. Next we have
How many words is this one?
one. I had to think for a minute. This one's a bit harder.
Okay. So I'm going off a couple clues here.
All right.
Seeing the shuffling, and I'm seeing that's a water symbol in the corner right there,
That is true.
which I'm assuming is like the element of the card.
You use islands or blue mana to cast it. That's
Okay,
true.
so I'm guessing that because it's a sorcery, it's some kind of like water. The name is like some kind of like water that warps something. And
Okay.
then I see the image, and I think this looks like an hourglass. So I'm gonna say like water or waters of time.
I mean, that's a pretty interesting take on it.
Oh wait, no, one word though.
I don't know that you're going to get there or not, but we'll keep moving. You got partial there because it is Time Twister.
Okay. So half point for that.
We'll give you a half point because you did get the time concept there.
And I feel like I actually did a reasonable
Yeah, we got some deductive reasoning
there.
here.
Yeah.
All right. So what do you think? Is this a good or bad card?
Shuffles their hand. I don't know what a graveyard is, and then
Discard pile. The graveyard is the discard pile.
I think it could be pretty good based on the scenario. Maybe I'm gonna.
You're
guess
actually absolutely right.
Maybe like a 6 or a 7.
You're right. Certain decks love this card, and certain decks could care less.
It's very variable. Yeah.
Yeah, very good. All right.
Okay, well, this is not the Ring of Power.
It is not.
Okay.
Although that is a card in the set, I didn't include it in here because that would have been kind of obvious.
Yeah, because I know Lord of the Rings. How many words is this card?
2.
2 words. Would you say it's like a really obvious one, or like not really?
Kinda, sorta.
Okay.
This particular card is in every commander deck that's ever made now.
So it's a very common card.
Common, used very often, yes, in certain types of
What
decks.
do those symbols mean?
You get colorless mana instead of instead of blue, it's just like colorless, or blue or red or,
So
or green.
do you get 2 of them for 2 symbols on the card?
Yeah, you pay 1, but then you can tap for 2.
So you pay 1 mana to get 2? Is that how that works?
Well, you pay 1 to play it, and then you can tap it immediately to get 2.
Oh, okay. Lost Time is the artificer's art of trapping light from a distant star. Okay.
I would think one of the 2 words is kind of obvious here.
Ring,
Yeah.
obviously. But, gold ring. I'm just gonna go with a really obvious.
No. The hint was in the distant star part. It is a soul ring. Soul meaning like the name of our sun.
Okay.
So
Half point for the ring.
Half point for the ring. Okay, we'll give you half point on that one.
Okay.
Next is I think it's our first creature. Yes, I believe. We haven't done the creature yet.
Okay, I'm assuming the creature is the rats.
It does say creature rat. So that's a pretty big
how many words is
It is a
this?
2-word thing. So
Is rat in the name?
I can't tell you that much.
Oh, okay, that would be too easy. Power and toughness are equal to the number of rats you control. Is that like a death mana? That symbol?
Swamp, yeah, black mana.
Oh, swamp. Okay.
Swamp or black, yeah.
Okay. Power and toughness is equal to the number of rats you control.
So sort of an exponential situation, right?
So
If
order
you
to
have
play
one,
this,
it's 1 and 1. You have to.
in order to
then-
play this, do you have to have already played a card that lets you control a rat or something?
No, it is a rat. So if you play it, it's 1 rat, right?
Oh, okay. And then this card means that, like,
And-
however many rats you control, they're all equally the same power, right?
Well, no, this creature, this one. So, but you can make copies of it. So the more copies you
okay.
make, the bigger each copy is.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
You have that and 4 copies. You have 5 total.
Okay.
That's 5. So everything's 5. Not exponential, but it's still snowballs, I guess.
You said it was 2 words.
Right.
Based on the picture, it doesn't look like not that rats are friendly, but this looks like an especially unfriendly kind of rat to me.
Probably, yeah.
Like it looks like the kind that's probably responsible for some kind of plague.
Okay.
If I had to guess, so I'm gonna say like plague rat or death rat or something like that.
You're close. Though the plague rat, I believe, is actually a different card. This is pack rat.
Oh, okay.
A pack of rats.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense actually. Can I get an extra bonus point for guessing the fact that plague rat was a separate card?
I believe it is. I'm pretty sure it's like a common or something somewhere.
Okay.
I could be wrong. All right. This is one of those iconic spells from the original set.
Okay.
And that's a red mana. Symbols like mountains are red mana or fire mana, whatever you want to think of it.
Okay. What is that? What is the black thing?
I am not 100% sure.
Because I know that's supposed to be like a giant fireball. Is that like dinosaurs looking at the meteor or something?
Maybe. We would have to ask Mark Tedden.
Who the hell is Mark Tedden?
The illustrator.
Oh, I don't know.
It's right there. Illustrated, Mark Tedden.
Yeah, I don't know who Mark Tedden is.
I don't either.
What does X damage mean?
Well, so you tap 1 plus how. So if you had 7 lands, X would be 6.
Okay. What is divided evenly among a number of targets?
You can in the game you could split it up if you had enough mana. You could target multiple creatures, is what it's.
So
or multiple like players and creatures and things.
Okay, so this is the kind of spell that like attacks multiple enemies.
Potentially, or 1.
How many words is it?
1.
Okay, I'm gonna guess firestorm.
It's ironic because you actually said the name earlier. It's Fireball.
Can I count that, please?
All right,
Please.
we'll give you because you're like it looks like a giant fireball. It's like, well, that's exactly what it is. That is that was the classic burn spell, like in the original set.
Okay.
You would burn up your opponent with a big old fireball.
Okay.
So green is forest mana.
Is this based on the Lord of the Rings card?
It is actually art from the Lord of the Rings set. So hence the
because I see Elrond there.
Right. So the it's a generic title, so it's not a Lord of the Rings name in there. Of course, I didn't do that.
Okay.
It's actually the card was originally made way before Lord of the Rings set. They just reprinted it in that set and added different flavor text.
Okay, so I'm assuming this is some kind of like tree or nature mana of some kind.
Yeah, forests.
Forest.
Green
okay.
is forests. Yeah.
So you're playing the creature elf druid when you.
Right. You pay 1 green. You can play him into play, and then in the future, then the druid itself can tap for a green mana as well. The generic name for this class of creature is Mana Dork. But that doesn't really matter for the name of the card. It's a 2-word.
2 words. Okay. He's holding a staff of some kind. It kind of looks like he's giving life to the forest. Like something like maybe like life spell forest like
You giving up Elvish Mystic.
Okay, I was not even close on that one.
Well, it's an elf.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
Kind of failed. All right, well,
Uh-huh.
let's try the next one.
Okay.
One in a black.
This is a very different looking card.
This is the original art again from, back in 93 or whatever it was.
Okay, the image kind of looks like if you put devil horns on an Iron Man helmet. That looks like black speech on that book of his. And then I think that's a plate of armor he's wearing.
But it's a spell. It's not a
So
creature.
it's a spell. Okay. And
It's 2 words.
2 words. Okay. So search your library for 1 card and take it to your hand. I have no idea.
Wild guess?
Orc penmanship.
No, it is a demonic tutor. So he's a demon and he's tutoring, he's teaching, I guess, in the art.
Okay then. All right.
The concept of a tutor.
I was supposed to be guessing like how good I think these cards are.
Oh yeah, we forgot to do that. We can go back on a couple if you want.
I don't have to do that.
So this is basically letting you, for 2 mana, go get the best card in your deck.
Well, card of your choice.
Any
I'd probably
deck
say
card in
like
your
7
deck.
or 8, probably.
Yeah,
Seems
it's pretty
like
strong.
a pretty good card.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, take an extra turn after this one.
It's 2 words.
What was the name? So the water. This was Time Twister, and this was also like a water themed card.
Well, it's blue mana. I mean, blue isn't water themed per se.
But I mean like same mana type.
Right,
Okay.
that is true.
So he's clearly manipulating time in some way here.
Right.
Um,
Did I say it was 2 words?
yes.
Okay.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay. Um, based on the fact that it's blue mana, I'm guessing it has to do because I see the fact that the moon and the sun are changing. So with the essence of time included and the fact this is a blue mana card, I'm guessing it has something to do with night.
Okay.
So 2 words. Um.
Wild guess, or what do you got?
Nightfall. Like 2 separate words.
Not even close. It is Time Walk.
Okay, well, I was kind of right about the. Well, I mean, the time thing was really obvious. I can give myself credit for that. It's literally the clock in the picture.
Yep. Well, do you think it's a really good card or not?
Yes. That's
Right.
that's like you get an extra turn. When is that not a bad card?
Right.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna analyze the image first. Okay.
So it's 1 word, by the way.
1 word. Okay. And it's like a nature green mana
Right.
that we saw earlier. So very jungle-like forest. That seems to be some kind of like. Hey, it's Treebeard's long-lost wife.
No. It's not a creature.
Okay.
It's a spell.
I know. It just came to my head. It's 1 word. So you search your library for up to 2 basic land cards, reveal those cards, put 1 on the battlefield tapped and the other in your hand.
So remember, land cards are what tap for the mana symbols.
Okay. And then all seeds share a common bond, calling to each other across of infinity. It's 1 word. I don't know. I'm feeling like it's something like growth or something like that.
Okay.
Or something about like because it's talking about like the unity of the seeds or whatever, and it's like growing or whatever, and I'm gonna guess like growth. I think.
You're very close. It's cultivate.
Can I get a half point?
We'll get a
on
half
that?
point.
Half point
There are
on
other
that?
cards similar to this one that have the word growth in them. But yeah.
Okay.
Wait. Do you think it's a good card or not?
2 basic land cards. Do they have to be random, or can you pick them?
You pick the type of.
Okay, I feel like
There's
if it,
5.
I
well,
feel
there's
like,
6.
I feel like
6
if it
basic
was
land types.
random, it would be a lot worse. But with this, I'll give it like a 7. I think.
That might be a little bit high. I mean, it does give you what's called a mana advantage as more lands on the battlefield. The term is ramping.
Okay.
So, but yeah, all right. Moving on, we have.
Whoa. Okay. This looks like something out of Avatar: The Last Airbender. it literally looks like an airbender countering a firebender.
It's one word.
It's a blue mana type, which I
Mm-hmm.
find interesting. So it's an instant action. You counter a target spell.
Right.
Do you think the name of this is really obvious?
It is.
Okay.
I was trying to throw some softballs for you.
I'm just gonna guess counter spell.
And you are correct.
Yay!
Very good. Very
I didn't
good.
think too hard about it.
There you go.
That's probably like a 10, right? That's like a really good. Well, maybe like an 8 or something. It's like a pretty easily useful card if if it's like a very simple spell that doesn't involve something more complex.
In the formats which allow
with
it,
conditions.
it's pretty much used in every kind of blue deck that allow it. So yeah,
Oh, okay.
this one's a little more of a challenge.
Then I'm probably not gonna get it. It's another blue mana type. What does the overload thing mean?
You can do it to all instead of just one.
Like all cards?
Instead of a single permanent, you can return all permanents that all your opponents own to their hand. It's like everything that they've played out goes back to their hand if you overload it.
Okay. But if you don't overload
It's
it,
a
does
single-
It,
it's a
okay,
single.
it just does it for one card.
Like a single creature or artifact.
What the heck is it?
That's a guild. A magical guild.
Okay.
Like in the history of the game. I won't get too much into that because that's not necessarily... It doesn't have anything to do with
Player
it.
guild, or is this like lore related?
It's lore related. That doesn't have anything to do with the card name.
Okay, and you said how many words?
2.
2 words. Okay. Two words. You think this is an obvious name?
No, it's not.
Not
This
at all?
this was,
Okay.
You know,
Okay.
your best bet is looking at the art here.
So it's probably not something as simple as Destructive Storm. Based on that.
I don't know. Is that your guess?
No. I think Storm is probably in the name somewhere. Maybe, or like some variant of it. What does that say? Unnatural disaster.
So are you
Okay.
going with Destructive Storm?
No, I'm going to build myself a little bit of a headcanon here and say that this storm thing is like an act of vengeance. I'm going to call it Vengeful Storm.
Oh, Cyclonic Rift.
Not even close.
So see, this is a cyclone there.
Yeah.
That is this a good card though? Is it?
I mean, if you can overload it, like, even if you just do one card, I'd say that's like a 7, but this is like a 9 or a 10. This sounds like an insanely useful card if you're
Especially
able to
in a multiplayer format.
if you're able
yes.
to overload all the cards, especially.
Yeah.
Um,
All right, what do we got here?
an artifact.
So this is something that plays, and then this is actually something called equipment.
Okay.
So this is something you can put on a creature.
Do you think this is an obvious one?
I wouldn't say obvious. No, it's 2 words.
Okay.
I guess part of it is obvious, and then part of it is not.
I'm really gonna hope that those are boots and not like some other weird Magic the Gathering name for a shoe.
Yeah, I don't know that Magic the Gathering has weird names for shoes. so-
Okay. Okay. Has hexproof and haste. It can't be the target of spells or abilities your opponents control. Okay. Okay, there is great wisdom in rushing headlong into combat if you're prepared. Okay, I want to ask a clarification question for your criteria. If something is like blank of blank, is that 3 words to you or 2?
That would be. I'll say that would be 3.
Okay, okay. All right, that kind of helps me narrow down what the name of this might be. Uh,
Wild guess.
uh aggressive boots.
Swiftfoot boots.
Oh, okay, okay.
He's hasty. He's fast. Yeah. Got the boots part. That's good.
Yeah. Oh well.
Is it a good card? Yeah.
I think this sounds like a pretty good card.
It has its uses.
Probably like basic.
It's much more.
Probably,
it's much
it probably
more.
can protect from a lot of like more powerful spells.
Well,
but,
hexproof
like,
makes it. You can't target it individually. Like so it.
but like if it gets targeted as a group, then like it's not that
Right.
useful.
Right.
So pretty. I'll say that's like a 6.
Okay.
Maybe.
Another creature.
How many words is this?
3.
3 words. Oh lord. Would you? This is an obvious name or another really hard one?
Well, part of it should be obvious.
Crane. I'm assuming that's a crane. Okay. Add 1 mana of any color to your mana pool. Sounds like a pretty good card. The gods use their feathers to paint all the colors of the world.
So what do you think?
I think it's crane of something.
Okay.
Despite the fact I know so many like fancy vocabulary words, for some reason while I'm doing this, like I like, you know, when I try to think of like words like this, I can't.
Oh, all right. So we have crane of.
Color? No, that's not
No?
that's not my final
Not-
guess. I'm just
no.
throwing out some ideas here.
Crane of colors. Okay.
It wouldn't be like crane of divine blessing because that would be like
That's
4.
too many words.
Yeah, that would be 4. To paint all the colors of the
I don't think you're gonna actually get there, but it's all right.
Crane of beauty.
It's a birds of paradise.
Oh, okay.
You're being a little too specific on the bird type.
Well, I don't know. Some of these have been like super general, and then
Well,
other ones,
the hint is it says it's a bird.
but other ones were like super specific in terms of like the type of creature they were.
Well, that's true.
I don't know.
That's true. You think it's a good card?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's one of the best mana dorks, as they say. So next one.
Okay, this looks like if the Buddha was getting tortured in an electric chair.
All right. It's one word.
It's one. What the heck is that? That is so weird. Actually, no, I changed what I think it looks like. It looks like a Medusa head on a bulldozer in a lightning storm.
Okay.
Draw 3 cards, then put 2 cards from your hand on top of your library. Does that hold any significance if they're at the top of your library versus any other place or something?
Well, that means you would draw them next.
Okay. That's an instant card. The Mizium Sphere Array drove her mind deep into the thought field. Deep into the thought field. Okay, that gives me some clues. This is 2 words?
No, it's 1.
1 word, okay. Where only the rarest motes of genius may be plucked. That's a very elegant description.
Got anything?
No, I can't even come up with a wild guess. I have no
All right,
idea.
it is brainstorm.
Oh, okay. That should have been really obvious. I think that was one of the ones I could have maybe gotten.
I tried. Is it a good card?
Seems like it.
It can be.
Like maybe like a 6 or a 7. I'm
If
guessing.
if used correctly, it's very good. If used incorrectly, it's pretty poor. But that could be true of any card, I suppose.
Whoa. Okay. This looks like if you combined Jafar with like a vampire.
This is a 2-word title.
So add 3 death mana to your mana pool.
Right, so you pay 1 to get 3.
Okay.
This one's tough. Because there's really no other clues other than the picture.
You said it's 2 words?
Yeah.
Master Necromancer.
Well, no, it's a spell, not a creature.
Oh, okay. Then Mass Necromancy.
Interesting. It's Dark Ritual. Very close.
Okay.
Yeah. He's casting a dark spell.
Yeah,
To
yeah.
get,
It was kind of there with the idea.
Yeah. Very good.
Do I get half a point? for
Yeah,
that?
we'll give you
Okay,
give you some credit on that one.
Okay.
Uh,
I mean, that seems like a pretty standard good card.
yes. Well, that was in the original set, and it was
Not
pretty good.
not like outrageously like broken or anything, but just seems like a useful thing to play if you're like low on death mana or something.
Or to get a head start. Right?
Yeah, or something like that.
This is a 2-word creature.
Okay. You think this is a hard one, or?
Well, so the clue might be in the text there. Think synonyms, I guess.
She protects the sacred.
No, I meant this text up here.
Oh. Whenever a creature you control. What does that +1/+1 mean?
It means this down here gets bigger.
What does that number mean?
It's like strength and hit points, like power, like damage and hit points, or
Oh,
like that one.
okay.
And she's exalted.
Okay. You do 2 words. Whenever a creature you control
And then she taps for 3 different colors of mana, but
Okay, the creature gets. She protects the sacred glows from. What is the unbeholden?
I don't remember exactly what that,
Okay, blight. So basically protects Grove from bad stuff.
Right,
Okay.
I mean, she's a druid, right? She's,
Yeah. Um. Saying the word exalted, the sacred groves. I'm gonna guess like forest goddess.
No, noble hierarch. That was tough. But the next card.
I should be able to get this one.
All right, let's see if you can get this one. Because it's going to look similar to this one. You ready? But this is a goblin.
Forest god?
No, you just. What was. She's the noble hierarch, then.
Not noble hierarch?
Right!
Can I get the point?
I gotta give you something.
Okay.
It's the ignoble hierarch. It's the counterpoint. Okay.
Whoa. Okay, this looks like a broken spell.
It's pretty powerful. I don't know if it's broken, but it's strong.
Destroy all creatures and it can't be countered?
That's right. That our previous entry counterspell would not work here.
Oh, what are those? What's the star type? Is that like white?
Oh, white mana's plains. Yeah.
Okay.
So this is what's called a gold card. It's multicolored, right? So you had two different colors of mana.
Okay. Yeah, that's how I know it's a good card because it requires multiple types to play it. Probably.
Well, it means
Like the same thing was true with like Pokemon cards. How many words is this card?
2.
2 words. Who is Leonos?
Some dude. I don't even know.
Not important to the card name
No.
or the spell name, I guess.
No. I didn't. None of the spell names have like
okay.
proper nouns or nothing like that.
Leonos had no second thoughts about the abolishment edict. He left sky runes warning of the eviction, even though it was cloudy. You think this is a tricky one?
I mean, there's some hints there. It's a little bit tricky, but there's some hints in the text, I guess.
That last bit is confusing. Even though it was cloudy, what would that have to do with it?
Yeah, I don't know why they added that.
So that's not important to this.
No,
Okay.
It doesn't have anything to do with clouds.
Okay. Thank you.
The hint is it has more to do with edicts than it does with clouds.
Okay.
And whoever Leonis was, because I honestly don't remember that part of the lore, whoever that was, he was very much up on high, I would guess. So
maybe it isn't like something to do with anger then. Possibly. So it destroys all creatures. An abolishment edict. I'm gonna say like purifying law.
you're pretty close. It's a supreme verdict.
Okay. I feel like I'm going too. I feel like I'm making this too complicated.
Possibly.
Do I get half point? On
We'll give you a half point on that
Okay.
one. That was that one. All right, our last entry. I believe it's the last one. It's all right there for you.
You think this is an obvious one? Like a give me one?
It's 2 words. It should be
2 words. Okay. Add 1 mana of any color to your... What does that mean? Commander's color identity.
so when when we play Commander, it's a multiplayer game. You have a card that is your commander and it has whatever colors,
Does that
combination of
correspond
colors.
to like a mana type or something?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Is it like a specialization or something?
So this is in every Commander deck.
Okay.
Well, almost everyone, but I would say like the massive majority of them have this card. Because most commanders are multicolored; they're gold cards, but not all. I mean, I guess a single color commander this doesn't do much, but any multicolor commander, you want this card in your deck.
Okay.
So it's a land. It taps for mana like forests and mountains and plains and swamps and islands.
Does it have a name that's like related to elements or something like that?
No.
Okay.
Did I tell you it was 2 words?
Yes.
Okay.
Approach my tower on bended knee or depart from it as ash upon the wind. Power tower.
You're close. It's the command tower.
A tower of some kind.
Right.
Okay.
All right. Oop. All right.
Okay.
So I
Let's-
don't.
let's
didn't-
go back through it, I suppose. See how gonna go through them one by one to see like. Okay, I got Black Lotus.
All right. So yeah, we gave you a full point for that one. You did not. I don't think you got that one.
I said something about
Red Storm. So
you're not
I don't
giving me.
know.
Okay,
Okay.
no point for that one. Okay, fine. This one, I was kind of close. I think.
I don't know that we gave you a half point on that one, did we? I suppose I should have kept score.
I think so.
All right. So 1.5.
Okay. That one I didn't. Well, okay, I got
the
the
ring
ring. I
part.
got ring, so that's half point there.
So now you're at 2. All right.
Um.
I think we got you a half point.
Yeah, yes, because I
so
said
2.5.
play Grat for this.
Yeah, 2.5 for that one.
Uh.
You completely whiffed on the fact that it was a fireball.
I said Firestorm.
Yeah, but it was kind of obvious. So
Do I
can't-
get? Do I?
can't- No.
No point for that.
That one's a little too obvious
Okay,
to get a half.
fine. No, definitely not. I wasn't even close on that one. This is. I think this one was the one I was the furthest away from,
Possibly.
in terms of the answer I gave. That one I was not even close on. I get half point. for
Yeah, you got a
this.
half point on that one. So we're at 2.5.
I got this one.
Right, 3.5.
I got the boots in this.
So 4.
I wasn't. I don't think I can count that one. I wasn't even close because
you were focused on the crane part.
Yeah.
You
that
missed that
that
one.
was so disappointing. I'm so sad at myself. I didn't get that.
We got a half point for that
half
one.
point for
4.5.
Dark Ritual. Okay.
You did not get this
yeah,
one.
I wasn't even
But
close.
you got the noble one,
I got
so
a full
that's
point
5.5.
on this one. Okay.
I'll give you half point for that one, so that's 6.
Okay.
And maybe you got like 6.5 out of 20.
Okay. Let me see what that is. 6.5 divided by 20. 32.5%.
Right. If you were a baseball player, you'd be in the Hall of Fame.
Great. That's
There you go.
fantastic.
All right. So how did you feel having to guess for the first time instead of being on the other side?
That was interesting.
Any desire to play Magic the Gathering now?
No,
No.
not really. I'm sorry. It's just number one. I don't play card games anymore unless it's like Rummy or War.
Well, they
or
do have a
something
One Piece
like that.
card game. It's pretty popular right now.
Again, like my interest is just not like with card games anymore. So.
Fair enough.
Well, anyway, that's a video me trying and failing to guess magic cards. Hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you later. Bye.
Bye.